Persisted Jennifer, as some last-minute paperwork had to be dealt with. Jennifer was late getting away from the office, which upset her as this was the much-anticipated day when her daughter Anna was coming home from university for the long vacation. Jennifer's boss was apologetic, but he was adamant that she should do the extra task as the paperwork had to be completed that evening in time for the next morning's post. At long last, the work done, Jennifer rushed to the office car park and jumped into her car. The rain was pouring down, and it was started dark even worse. The high wind buffeted buffeted Jennifer's little car almost as if it were trying to push her off the road. She headed anxiously in the direction of the motorway, which would take her to the airport. Her shoulders hunched up to her ears with tension. She peered out through the gap created by the windscreen wipers as they swished quickly and rhythmically back and forth. Her heart raced with the effort of driving in such difficult conditions, but also at the thought of seeing Kenna after her absence of almost a year. Jennifer thought yet again of her plans for Anna's vacation and their visits to family members, their invitations to friends to share dinner with them, their shopping trips. Jennifer relaxed a little. Suddenly, the brake lights of the car in front glowed red as its driver slowed down, and Jennifer had no alternative but to do the same. Signs by the sides of the road, by the side of the motorway depicting majestic figure, workmen warned the roadworks ahead. Jennifer sighed in exasperation while realizing that endurance and good humor were her best options. Maybe it won't take much longer, she thought. But after the car had crawled along for half a kilometer, and the flashing orange lights confirmed the need for caution, she switched on the car radio to listen to some calming music. But when the radio announcer gave his audience a time check, her anxiety increased and she hastily chose silence again. The queue of traffic edged almost imperceptibly forward. However, sooner than Jennifer had expected, a cluster of huge hotels, like shiny white teeth, rose against the skyline, indicating that she was approaching the airport. She took the appropriate exit from the motorway and headed for the airport car park. It appeared to be full, and driving up and down each lane looking for a space shaved even more precious minutes of her schedule until just as she was beginning to despair, her mission was accomplished. The arrivals hall was busy. Jennifer made her way through a huddle of taxi drivers who were noisily trying to attract the prospective passengers, and the drivers of hotel cars holding up cards on which were displayed the names of arriving guests. An extended family of at least 30 people, all wearing traditional dress in a blaze of colors, was gathered under the electronic board which displayed details of flight arrivals. Jennifer wove through this group, uh, craning her craning her neck to study the board. She felt her heart miss a beat at the absence of reference to Anna's flight before realizing that she was looking at information about domestic and not international flights. She half walked, half ran in the direction of international arrivals. How could I be so stupid? She berated herself. To her relief, the new arrivals bowed and told her that Anna's plane, having been delayed by an hour, had just landed. Jennifer picked a spot which gave her an excellent view of the automatic doors through which her daughter would emerge once she had cleared immigration and collected her luggage. At first, the doors hissed open only occasionally as an irregular trickle of people came through. Airport meetings can be so emotional, thought Jennifer, as passengers arrived, their eyes scrutinizing the crowd before lighting up with joy as they recognized their loved ones. Children fell over themselves as they rushed towards the grandparents. Fathers and sons shook hands. Friends embraced. The doors were opening more frequently now, releasing a steadier stream of people, and suddenly at last there she was, Anna herself. "Are you all right, Mum?" she asked anxiously, noticing her mother's flustered expression. "How were you? How was your journey?" "Oh, absolutely fine," laughed Jennifer. "And look what I got at the end of it." Reading section two, reading for meaning. Read the passage two. Jennifer in the insert and answer all the questions below. From paragraph one. Why was Jennifer upset that she was late getting away from the office? Jennifer thought that she was getting late and to meet her daughter Anna, who was coming home from university for the vacation. Jennifer's boss was apologetic, but he was adamant that she should do the extra task. Explain in your own words how Jennifer's boss felt about giving her the extra task. He felt sorry, but insisted on doing the extra task assigned to Jennifer as it was so urgent in business terms. Paragraph 2. Jennifer headed anxiously in the direction of the motorway. What are the two physical signs of Jennifer's anxiety? Her shoulders are positioned upwards to her ears. Her heart pounded quickly. Jennifer was driving in such difficult conditions. Which was the worst of these difficult conditions? The high wind was the worst of all her difficulties while driving to the airport. Jennifer relaxed a little. What made Jennifer relax? Jennifer felt relaxed with the idea of having invitations to dinners and shopping activities with Anna, her daughter. Paragraph 3. Jennifer had no alternative but to do the same. What did she have to do? Jennifer had to slow down her car. What were the two indications of roadworks ahead? There were signs along the motorway indicating that the work was in progress, and there were range lights flashing to give the caution signals. Jennifer sighed in exasperation while realizing that endurance and good humor were her best options. Explain in your own words what Jennifer's best options were. One was to bear the stress of the old situations patiently. The other option was to always look to the bright side of the things and hope for the best only. The car crawled along, gave one word used later in the paragraph which conveys a similar idea: edged. Jennifer chose silence again. What did she do? Jennifer switched off the radio. Paragraph 4. Her mission was accomplished. What was Jennifer's mission? It was to find a parking space and park the car there safely. From paragraph 5, how could I be so stupid? She berated herself. Why does Jennifer think she has been stupid? In her haste and worry, she was looking at the domestic flight information board, whereas her daughter was coming by an international flight. From paragraph 3 to 6, for each of the words below, circle the letter A, B, C, or D, which has the same meaning that the word has in the passage. Hastily, rapidly, appropriate, correct, prospective, possible, spot, position, scrutinizing, examining. Reread paragraphs 4 and 6, which contains sentences telling us about A. The hotels near the airport, and B. The meeting at the airport. Give the meaning of each sentence as it is used in the passage, the effect of each sentence as it is used in the passage. Hotels like shiny white teeth rose against the skyline, meaning the hotel buildings were closely side by side in line and were sparkling prominently against the skyline. Effect: there was sharp contrast of dimness of the sky and the brightness of the hotel buildings. And suddenly, at last, there she was, Anna herself, meaning finally Anna appeared on the view in front of Jennifer, her mother, who was eager to see her daughter after a long period of 1 year time. Effect: Jennifer was excited to see her daughter and forgot all the troubles that she had faced while driving to the airport and finding her out.